who says it will probably rain has not said that it will rain. In one sense, probability just means that there's a chance. Somebody who says it's possible that it'll rain has not said that it will rain. In one sense, possibility just means that there's a chance. The probable and the possible are not the same thing. I probably will not win the lottery, but it's possible that I do win the lottery. Let's look at the differences between probability and possibility. What is possible can happen. If you're asking, what could happen? You're asking, what's possible? When we're asking about probability, we're asking how likely something could happen. Asking how likely something could happen sometimes assumes that it can. And sometimes asking, could it happen, gets the answer, no, it can't. In other words, it's not possible. Possibility is about metaphysics, about reality. What is within the scope of what could be? Here, we can do some calculus and add up the chances. Probability is asking how strong of a chance something might happen. Think about reliable sources of information, even people, like trustworthy speakers. For people that you trust, or sources of information that you trust, credibility and plausibility are associated with one another. The more plausible somebody's claims, the more credible you take that source to be. Imagine that somebody told you something that you think is super implausible. The chances of that actually being true, you might think, are so low that this person has to be lying, has to be wrong. So take the example that somebody tells you that the temperature on average in January is going to be about 79 degrees. You might think, okay, that's super implausible, so now that source of information is super incredible, not credible. However, we can say that that person was reporting live from one of the islands in Hawaii, in which it really is about 80 every day, most days, especially in January, December, etc. Now, with that background information, we have a different lens through which to judge the plausibility of the claim and therefore the credibility of the source of information. So plausibility and credibility go hand in hand, especially when we're evaluating sources of information. It's possible that the whole month of January stays about 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Whether it's probable depends on what year you're talking about and what geographical location, but it's always possible. When you're playing the lottery, 1 out of a billion chance is pretty low. You have a low probability of winning. But somebody is going to win. One person will win. So it's possible that that person is you. It's possible, but not probable. You can't win the lottery. Incorrect usage of the term. It can't rain on my parade. Incorrect usage of the term. If something happens that you thought was probable, you won't be surprised. It might be exactly what you expected. If something happens that you thought was improbable, then you would be surprised. If something happens that you thought was impossible, you'd find out you were wrong.